right, guys, welcome back. So it seems like the battle versus the FTC is officially done. Microsoft has won, Xbox has won, and they can now go ahead and close the Xbox Activision Blizzard acquisition. Now, this video is going to be releasing 8 a.m. on Saturday. And at this point, Microsoft could have closed this deal. So maybe they have by the time you're watching this. And maybe a lot of people who've been wanting this to happen are celebrating. But this is the news right now that has occurred. And it is the courts, which we talked about in my previous video about waiting for the decision from the Ninth Circuit judge. They've already made their decision and they are denying the FTC's last ditch attempt to stop Microsoft from buying Activision Blizzard. And here is their ruling. It says here, the motion for injunctive relief is denied. They reference a case and they say the existing briefing schedule remains in effect. So Microsoft can now go ahead and close the Xbox Activision Blizzard acquisition. And they've already responded to this. Microsoft, that is, Brad Smith, saying, we appreciate the Ninth Circuit's swift response denying the FTC's motion to further delay the deal. This brings us another step closer to the finish line in this marathon of global regulatory reviews. And like I said, they can go and close this deal when the temporary restraining order expires at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, July 14th. So we will see what is going to happen. Has it closed? Is it going to close on Monday? Or are they just doing it right as the second that does? I thought they would have had to wait until Monday, the business day, but they can just go ahead and do it according to this. So that is big news there if you're rooting for this deal to go through. Now, there's still the issue with the CMA. As we know, Microsoft and the CMA both filed to put their current hearings on hold and try to renegotiate a new deal to get it pushed through in the UK. The UK coming out and saying that even if they create a new deal, they're still going to have to scrutinize it. They're still going to have to look at it, and it may lead to a new merger investigation. And then we also saw that the CMA applied for an extension for their final undertakings in the final order from July 18th all the way to August 29th. And to me, that sounds like they received a pretty substantial new submission for Microsoft where they're seriously looking at this to come to a deal and to get this thing closed. They also did say that they are going to make their decision well before the August 29th date. So Microsoft right now is obviously working here hard with the CMA to get something done so they can close this deal there as well. I would assume Microsoft wants to close it all together. They want to have the approval from the UK as well and from the CMA, but they also, I think if that's not going to happen, we'll just go ahead and close it over the CMA and then come to whatever happens there and wait for their final decision with the final undertakings and the final order with their appeal, all that type of stuff. And it may lead to a different Xbox in the UK. There was also a report there that they may have made some divestitures in the cloud gaming market, and who knows what all that will mean. And I'm sure we will get that information in the coming days, but it's over. The FTC has lost. Lina Khan has lost. And I guess it's another failure from the FTC trying to block a major tech company from making an acquisition. And this one, I think, was just such a waste of time and money for the United States. I mean, the arguments that the FTC were coming up with throughout this entire thing were just terrible. They had no grounds for any of their theories of harm. They got completely destroyed in court. And it is ending up with them flat on their face right now. And Microsoft going to go ahead and close that deal. Now, there was one other thing I do want to talk about, which I thought was really cool, very interesting. And that is Antstream Arcade is coming to Xbox. Now, right now on Xbox, there is a way to play all the retro games that your heart desires through emulation, which is a cool feature. If you're into that type of stuff, you can get like RetroArch on your Xbox. You can get the Dolphin emulator where you can play GameCube games. And these games look so good when they're up-res into the higher resolution. They run extremely well on both the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. And now we have Antstream Arcade here coming to Xbox with a new feature, a cloud gaming feature here to be able to play retro games, arcade games, all that stuff. And there's like leaderboards and tournaments. It's a pretty cool system here with Antstream Arcade. Here's what this says. It says Xbox will be supporting a third-party cloud gaming service for the first time with Andstream Arcade launching on July 21st. And what else is interesting about this is that they could have probably used this in a way with the Xbox Activision Blizzard stuff, where they're going to go out there and say, listen, we know we are the biggest cloud gaming, we are the best cloud gaming service out there with Xbox Game Pass, but still going to go out there and support other third-party cloud services that will do stuff that isn't on Xbox Cloud Gaming and Xbox Game Pass, which would be Andstream. It says the retro streaming platform will provide players with over 1,300 games on the Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One, including Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Mortal Kombat. I mean, all cool. I mean, fun games to just jump into, play for a couple minutes, try to get high scores. It says its catalog includes titles from Atari, Commodore, Sega, Nintendo, PlayStation consoles, and you will be able to choose between an annual subscription, which is $29.99, so $30, or you pay $80, you get lifetime access to this service. Service will be available in Europe, UK, USA, and Canada. And it's currently now available on PC, Mac, Android, NVIDIA Shield, Amazon Fire TV, and Atari VCS. So very cool stuff. And let's take a further look into Andstream, because Andstream has a bunch of features that I think will be enticing. You can see here it has tournaments, it has achievements, and then you obviously have messages and stuff that I believe you're going to be able to add friends to this service. When we go here to their website, we can see all of the 1,300 games from all of the systems across the board. You got the Amiga, the Amstrad, you got Arcade, Atari 8-bit, Atari 2600, Atari 7800, Commodore 64, MS-DOS, Game Boy, Atari Lynx, Genesis, the MSX, the NES, the PS1, the SNES, the ZX Spectrum, the MSX2, and the Atari 5200. I love my retro stuff. I love retro games. I play a bunch of them on multiple different styles of devices via emulation, FPGA, all that stuff. So it's really cool because there's going to be tournaments in this too, and now you're going to be able to do all of this through your Xbox console. So if you're into that, July 21st is when this will be launching. But I will leave the video there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up. If you are new, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.